Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the review of the old SSG-24. Just kidding. This video is gonna be about the new SSG-10, and as you can see, I really put that thing to the test. So I played with it in 3 games. I lent it out to my friends from my team, and we really beat the thing as much as we could. But first, let me get rid of this gun because it's not about the old SSG-24. And let me put this thing here. I mean, it's probably not gonna stay. Okay, that's better. So first off, let me start with the disclaimer. I'm working for NOVRITSCH. You already know that because we are recording videos together with Chris. But with that being said, nobody is paying me for making this video. This is my private channel. I can do whatever I want. And if I would have nothing to tell you about this rifle, you wouldn't be watching this video. Also, I got this rifle for free with one single purpose, and that is beating it to the death, really. Like, the task was to kill this rifle. I really tried hard. As you can see, there is mud everywhere. It's in the magazine. It's all over this gun. And I have to say I'm surprised. I'm surprised because I had 0 issues with the gun. It was working throughout the whole day. I actually played 3 games with it. My friends from my team played 1 game with it, and it held up pretty well. Oh, come on. Let's not do this. As you can see, I'm not treating the gun nicely. It fell right onto the camera, but who cares? I'm here to kill the gun, like I said, but so far it didn't happen. Let me start with the feel when you first pick up the rifle. This version, the SSG-10A1. It is the lightweight stock. It's fine. It's very lightweight. When I first picked it up, I'm like, I'm used to heavier guns like the SSG-24 that I have right here. This is a solid gun. I've been playing with it since last year, I believe, for 1 year. This is a very solid gun, like it, nothing wrong with that. But with that being said, in the game, I actually very appreciated how lightweight it is. Even though when you first pick it up, it doesn't weigh anything, especially without the scope. You can really tell the difference after one hour of playing because you are just not tired. I mean, it's super maneuverable. It's easy to handle. It's just lightweight. And first I thought it's gonna be a disadvantage because it's just not that heavy, right? But it's actually an advantage. I'm not gonna talk too much about the internals and the materials and everything because you can read that on the webpage. What I want to point out is the trigger, especially because it feels really nice. It's super durable. I was actually amazed by the design. There is just 2 moving parts. I absolutely like that, and I think this will never break, no matter what you throw on it. I've seen the trigger on the inside. It's super simple. It's pretty good. The material is solid. I wouldn't be worried about that. Let's move on to the accuracy. What you can expect after about 50 shots, the rubber got broken in and it was flying straight. No issues there. Consistency was on point. And what I really appreciated compared to the SSG-24 is that you get 20 clicks, not 10, but you get 20. I got 0 problems with adjusting it right at the crosshair because you got 20 clicks here. It's much less sensitive than the SSG-24. I know that some people had issues with that, but here it's just fine. Next up, the magazine. As you can see, I hope you can see, it's super dirty. But what surprised me the most is that it kept working, even though there is mud inside, even though there is mud on the magazine. I'm gonna actually pull it out. Yeah, there is a lot of mud. No problem there. I really like that I can see how many BBs I have. That's a really neat feature. You don't get that with most of the magazines. With that being said, it's a VSR-10 system, so I don't really like that there is a BB falling out of the gun every time you remove the magazine. That's just the way VSR-10 works. There is no way around that. As far as I know, you get that with every rifle, so no problems there. Also, these cutouts right here, when you have gloves on, it's quite hard to take it out. Again, that's just a VSR-10 platform. But I put tape on the magazine, which allows me to grab the magazine properly, even with gloves on. So when it's in there, I just push the button and I can hold it like this. Super simple, works just fine for me. My friend actually drilled a screw right here so that he can grab the screw and just pull out the magazine. It's quite easy with gloves. Maybe you want to do something like this. Not a major problem though. And also what you can do, you can actually cut this piece out and make it bigger. It won't change the function of the gun. I'm actually thinking about doing that. Okay, next up is the bolt handle. It's 90-degree out of the box, which is a huge deal, at least for me, because with the SSG, you didn't get that. You didn't get the bolt handle. Actually, it was like sticking quite far, and if you have the optic installed, it makes it really uncomfortable because your fingers bump the scope most of the time. So you get this, it's pretty good. Obviously here I have the golden bolt handle because I like fancy things. Anyways, works the same, pretty good. You save some money right there. When it comes to bolt pull and the smoothness of the bolt, it's actually pretty good. And remember, this gun is full of mud, full of dirt, rocks, whatever. And it's still pretty good. No problems there whatsoever. Okay, next up. Maybe you are wondering about the sound. I have to say, it sounds better than the SSG-24. And the seal is just amazing. It's perfect. Compared to the SSG-24, you don't get this ringing after the shot. It's just like thud. Let's try the SSG-24. I actually tried it before I started recording this video, and it's quite different. It's way louder. It's way louder, and the pitch is just higher. It's like ringing more. But the seal is still there. Nothing wrong with that. If you are all about sneaky gameplays, this is the way to go. It's definitely louder. Okay, next up, hop up. Very important for accuracy. And I'm super pleased that we are actually using the Maple Leaf Autobot 60 bucking, which seals really well. Like, I can hold this for a minute and it's still gonna seal. That's just perfect. But anyways, why I like Autobot 60 buckings? It just gives me the best performance. This is my go-to rifle right now because I'm a GBBR guy. I enjoy the real steel functions of the gun. And I don't know if you can see it, but there is the yellow bucking. It's the same as in this gun. Super happy about that. The rifle up there also Autobot 60 bucking, because for me it just works. It's the best, and I'm super happy that it's also in this gun. What I usually do with all the rifles, I change the bucking and I clean the barrel. With this one, I just took it out of the box because that's what we want to do. We want to test it as you get it when you buy the gun. I didn't do anything, and it was just fine. It was just working. It was accurate. I had zero problems. My friends from the team, they tested the gun as well. They also had zero problems. One mentioned this thing, that it's not as easy to get it out, but easy fix for that. Other than that, it's a solid choice. It's a solid choice. Considering the price, it's gonna be below 300 euros. What should I tell you? I mean, I started off with L96. Actually, I have it right there. Gonna bring it. So this is my very first sniper rifle, really, that actually worked. It's pretty old already. See, I'm just not treating my guns nicely. Let's see if there is still BBs. Nope, there is no BBs. In order to achieve the energy in this rifle, I actually have M190 in there, which is super hard to pull. It's completely unnecessary. And the issue is that I don't get the seal. I mean, there is no BBs inside. Check that. Like, the seal is not there at all. So to get the same energy that I have in this gun, I have to use a super strong spring. Like, there is nothing. It's not sealing at all. It's just a piece of crap. And I actually had to invest more in that rifle than this thing. I mean, I think I 500 or 600 euros in this gun, in parts. And it's nowhere near what you can get nowadays. Like this thing, 300 euros. Feels good. This one is super lightweight. Seals. Just amazing. Like, I don't know, you probably cannot beat the price performance ratio of this gun. It just works. And also what is sort of important to me is the trigger, how it feels when I pull the trigger. I'm a real steel shooter. I use GBBRs, so trigger pull, reset, and all that good stuff. I noticed that a lot. And with this one, you get a flat trigger. It looks very cool. You should be able to see it. It looks very cool. It feels really nice when you pull the trigger. It breaks clean. Yeah, it's just nice. The trigger feels great. The bolt handle feels great. The cylinder in there, even if it's dirty, feels nice. Seals, it's lightweight package. If you are more into like real steel feel and like heavier guns and all the bells and whistles, QDs, adjustable cheek rest here, adjustable length to pull, M-locks, whatever. You get everything with the Maple Leaf stock, which is also amazing. I was like 100% sure I'm gonna get the Maple Leaf version because I'm all about the feel and everything. On the other hand, like, this is very efficient. Like on the field, you barely notice it. I mean, the heaviest part of this gun right now is the scope. Other than that, super lightweight. You get to move fast. You can keep running longer. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which version I would pick. It's really a personal preference. The internals of this gun are completely the same as the Maple Leaf version, the Pro version. The only difference is the feature-packed stock, which is also a little bit heavier, a little bit more solid, feels nicer definitely. But this is just lightweight. This is just efficiency, like pure efficiency. It works. Nothing extra on this stock, which I kinda like, to be honest. Because do you need all that stuff? Maybe depends. Personal preference. I'm gonna make a comparison between this rifle, the SSG-24, and the Maple Leaf version in the future. So I'm gonna talk more about that. Gonna talk more about that in the other video. So far, like I said, tested it, multiple games, super dirty, keeps working. If you are thinking about the rifle, I think you cannot beat it. Like, honestly. Not because I'm working at NOVRITSCH, not because I'm friends with Chris, and honestly, this is just my opinion. Like, what can you get for that money? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the first look at the SSG-10A1. Like I said, I'm biased. I cannot be 100% subjective. I mean, who can these days? It's gonna be always subjective opinion, no matter which video you watch. Anyways, take the information with a grain of salt. If it helps you, I'm happy about that. If not, feel free to not believe me. Like I said, I didn't have to make this video. I'm not getting paid to make this video. This is just what I decided to do because I actually like what I'm looking at. I like this rifle. It's pretty damn good. SSG was a very good choice, but man, I think I would definitely pick this one. It's lightweight, it's cheap, it's pretty good. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. By the way, if you are interested in GBBRs, you should probably subscribe. I love this thing. Because this channel is mainly about GBBRs, so all tutorials, guides, real steel training as well. Check it out and subscribe. I always appreciate that. See ya. Yesterday we actually made a carbon fiber barrel for this gun. And it's super lightweight. It's amazing. It's the lightest gun I've ever owned. Period. Like this is the most lightweight package. Even with the light, even with the red dot. Looking forward to a game with this. Is it more lightweight than the SSG without a scope? I'm actually not sure. Because this package is also quite lightweight. Anyways, it's two different guns, two different things. See ya.